Welcome back, guys, to the next hour of our show. Next break will be a bit longer, but we'll get through it now. So, Travis, what's going on? Where we at?
All right. Yeah, so you guys roll into Gregovian. Bloodied and bruised, but otherwise still alive. You get a couple questions at the gate, but I guess what do you tell the guards when you show up, like, obviously injured from a battle?
I'm strutting up front and I'm like, I am Soturian and these are my companions. We've been assaulted on the road.
Really? Sorry to hear that, sir. Bandits? More paupers ganging up on people?
Fine tree things.
Come again?
I've had a long
Buck
day.
giggles.
Love a warm bed and a bar wench to tickle, if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. Please proceed in.
I do my best condescending nod.
Try not to make any trouble.
Is this
Yeah, you guys head in.
I stare
We've
at
only
Durian when
passed
they
this
mention
town like
By the way,
20 times.
Travis,
I don't recognize this.
as we head by, I'm just gonna look at the guy. I'm like, you might want to send a patrol later.
We'll look into it. He looks kind of dubious about the whole vine tree things. Cool. You guys head in and just grab a spot at an inn. Yeah. So unless you guys want to do anything specific,
I
Pass the
return
night?
I return the opal to
Right.
Nina and say like, I can't make this out on the road. I'd need to sit down with it for a little while. Get it under a microscope or a looking glass or something. Microscope.
Is there any gem shops in Gregovian?
Yeah, you guys could probably find one.
Yeah, we might as well go just see if the local can tell me about it.
I'll go with
We
you.
got
Make
time
sure
for
you're
it.
not cheated.
I don't think anyone's game enough to cheat me, and I just point to the giant ass scythe on my back.
And then I point to her
Nina points to her
bouncy,
giant ass.
her bouncy blonde curls, and I'm like,
got black hair.
Not blonde.
Suddenly her hair
okay. I
changes
point to her
colors.
stature, and I'm like,
She probably points to the, like, nasty scar on her neck and the armor. Yeah, this goes on for some time. Yeah,
They
you
just keep
got-
pointing back and forth.
Yeah, you guys get them praised at a jeweler's shop, and they seem to be worth about 40 gold each.
That's what I would have
Not bad
guessed.
for almost dying.
not bad
Yeah.
for almost?
Well,
So,
upon realizing that, I give an opal to each of them.
yay! Gain opal.
There you go. Cool. So, you guys pass the night.
Wait, no! No, I wanted
No.
to do things.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Is there any big temples here?
Gregovian isn't super large. Let me look something up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are a couple of temples here. There's a temple to Corlan Lorethi, or like they're more of kind of shrines, really. Like they're not very big. But there's one of Corlan right next to one of the dwarven god Moradin.
That's not what I want. Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure? Fawn
well-
doesn't like dwarves and dwarven gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular dwarves aren't that bad. It's those deep dwarves. They suck. I'll just hold off on that. Before I go to bed, though, I'll probably say a little prayer to Halmir, who is my deity, and
Okay.
pray to not be a guy anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
So
want
do
to
you,
dig.
do you pray to Halmir much normally?
Probably twice a week. It's not a frequent thing. It's just like, when we
Okay.
have downtime, I'll spend a night saying some prayers or something, just
Okay.
for good luck. Not super religious, but
Yeah, so I was gonna say you wouldn't consider Buck to be super religious.
No.
So it's more of so it's less of a hey, doing my usual thing, and more of a hey, can you help me out with this?
I'd say it's in between because, like I said, I would probably say prayers at least twice a week. So I mean, it's at least somewhat regular versus not at all.
Okay, cool.
Probably would be more frequent if I was like going into battle, like
Yeah.
military stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So your guys night passes uneventfully. Awesome. And you guys, I assume, just continue on in the morning?
I actually recommend staying a night to heal up, because we're all pretty fucked up.
Oh, I guess that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Caben's like, let's go, guys.
I'm ready to go. No sense in waiting. We'll heal on the road.
Okay.
Oh,
Walk
Caben
it
doesn't
off,
push it.
Nino.
He was being
Walk it off,
sarcastic.
Nina. Okay, so the night before the night ends at the inn, I
Yeah.
give 11 HP to Josh and 7 HP to Buck.
Yay! And none to Kevin because he doesn't ever get hit.
None to
Yeah.
Caden. And then the next morning, I'm
Can't
like,
touch this.
"Do you really want to stay?"
Even more so now.
I mean, is one more day gonna really affect us?
I roll my eyes and I slap Nina's butt. And I slap the other cheek even harder.
I just like look at him, knowing that inside I'm feeling surprised and doing well better, and I know exactly why. I just look at him.
Because
like-
you just had a knight slap your ass.
Twice.
I'm like, being titled is not gonna stop me from slapping you in the future.
That's
Keep it
fair.
above
That
the
is-
waist.
That's fair. You don't want me to slap anything above your waist, dear.
I just
Oh,
look at him and I'm
Thank
like,
you, Travis. That
I'm
was
like,
awesome.
Continuing on,
I'm
continuing
like,
on.
I'm bouncing, and I'm like, also realizing he's just healed me, so I'm also grateful. And I'm like,
I mean, I chuckle. I'm not like making fun of her. I'm like, I give myself a hearty laugh at being clever and a bard, and
Yep.
and a
And
knighted
being
one at that,
Durian.
and being Durian, and we.
Durian's loving being Durian right now. So Durian, tell me, have you given any thought on the road to constructing a sigil? What
Yes.
the
So-
banner of your house?
So I definitely want it to have a musical instrument on it, for sure. I think a flute is an obvious choice since I've played it. You can't do like a larynx for the voice or whatever,
Larynx,
but
please.
I think the harp is too floofy, but maybe a lute or a flute.
Okay.
I haven't decided on any like design around.
No.
I actually should look. I should look back at what we have in our notes from the various crests, and
Yeah, you certainly can.
so I have an idea going. I think by the time we get to our next break, I'll be set on
Sure.
a sigil.
Yeah, it's just something that Durian's been percolating on, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Awesome. So you guys, other than that, you guys just rest up, I assume.
I
Yes.
guess we're heading on the road because
Yeah.
he healed us.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah. So you guys go to sleep for the night, and Nina, you have kind of a strange dream that.
Is this on, we're on the road?
No, you did all this like the night before in Gregovian.
Got it.
So
Got it. Go ahead.
as you went to bed.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
Carry
no,
on.
it's fine. Nina, you have kind of a strange dream. It's like a lot of your dreams, a lot of the stuff you tend to see is probably pretty hazy and indistinct, right? Voices maybe don't quite come through as you would expect. Question mark? Sound about right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm
Josh
taking
is nodding.
notes.
No,
not.
I'm asking you. So
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
I said yes.
cool. So this is kind of similar, but usually you don't really catch what's going on so much. It's all very blurry, but here you have something a little more distinct. you're sitting around and you can hear the sound of water. And you hear what sounds like humming at first. And, you kind of listen in, and there's definitely some kind of beat or tune to it. And you realize it's a voice. It sounds like a man's voice singing. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh dear.
4. Okay. You can't make out any of the words, but you do get a general tune, kind of a. And it continues on for a while. But this is something you don't remember ever dreaming about before, and it's not like some of your more recent dreams are of people Durian and Fawn and Caben and things that you've done in the recent past, like fighting a dragon or
Yeah, like beating a dragon to death with my bare hands, basically.
Yeah. I mean, they're dreams, so of course they're exaggerated a bit. But yeah, this strikes you as not something imagined so much as something you're recalling. And that's kind of all you get. Just a strange tune that seems to stick with you as you wake up.
Yeah, okay. There's no way
So
I'm
maybe-
gonna have to.
Yeah, maybe you'll find yourself humming it or something on your journey. But yeah, you guys take off the next day and head toward Hayosi. So you get a couple days travel. All right. Yep. So you guys head along the road, and once again you notice, and you've seen this a few times as you've been popping around in CN. Kind of a large group of humans. This is one it looks like you're coming up on them from behind. So like they were heading in the same direction as you, but you kind of caught up to them. They're just on foot and you're on horses. They maybe have like a kind of a skin and bones looking donkey pulling a cart, but other than that, everyone else is walking. And it's a group of like 20 people. You see them kind of move off the road to let you pass as you come up. But as you do, some children run out and kind of come up to who's leading the adventure?
I
Probably a
usually am.
Pegasus.
I would. Pegasus would probably be in the air. I would lead the front.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
not
so
be
so Fawn, you're kind of leading, and you do see people like looking up and talking as Swiftwind is obviously kind of flying around
Being
above
swift
you
in the
guys.
wind.
Yeah. He probably does like a
Do a barrel
he
roll.
probably does like a barrel roll, and luckily the saddle is designed with sort of like a strap or a seatbelt almost. So
Yeah, I hang
yeah,
on for
Kate-
dear life.
yeah, Caven, you like grab the saddle horn as he twirls
Does Caven
around.
get air sick because I got like seasick? Caven's not used to being in the air.
We've been doing it for the past couple days, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
Caven's
was on a boat for like ever and I still got sick.
been...
I just want to laugh at Caven.
Fawn's just jelly.
I am.
I think Caben's having a little easier time with this. There's not so much, it's not such a rocking motion. It's more of an elegant soaring. But yeah, some of these kids run up to you, Fawn, Buck, I guess. Say, please, any coins, please?
Fawn/Buck does not like children, and I just kind of shrug them off and ignore them.
Okay. Cool. So they pass the cold fish and move on to Durian. You are looking resplendent in your flowery armor, and I imagine you're
I still have my kind of
Generally-
like
His hat.
I got my hat and I've got the kind of like duster long,
okay.
a wealthy traveler type thing.
Yeah. So instead of the puffy shirt, it's like the shirt made of flowers popping out of the duster. Yeah. So they come up to you and say, "Please, sir, any alms for the poor?"
They're human, you said?
Yes, they are.
I don't stop my horse, but I look down. The kid, is it boy or girl?
There's like 4 or 5 of them. They're all in like just dirty rags, either barefoot or maybe they've got some torn cloth wrapped around their feet.
I reach in and grab a finger in my purse.
Mm-hmm.
A handful of what I can tell are coppers, and I just sort of toss them to the side of the road, out of our way.
Okay, yeah. So you just kind of
Off a cliff.
you just sort of
I don't hand it to them, and I don't look at, but yeah, I just toss them some coppers.
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
the
what.
kids immediately start fighting over them.
Yeah, so I don't count how many I threw out. So can I roll for how many coppers I?
Yeah, roll. Would you say it's maybe like 2d10?
Yeah. Toss out about 11
Yeah.
copper.
Yeah, you just grab a handful of coins and throw them out. And as you look, give me a perception check.
Me?
Yes, you. Durian.
Sorry, my character sheet's reloading.
It's alright.
Still reloading. Click here if it does not automatically redirect me. 9. I don't think my. Well, that'll put me at close to 15, maybe. Let me see. Hold on. Perception.
That's at least
Plus
15.
7. 16.
Okay, yeah, so you see some of the adults in the crowd kind of looking at you a little disdainfully. They don't seem to look all that grateful. But they sort of nod as you pass them by and don't really say much.
Okay.
So, following Durian's example, the money that I've yet to actually be bothered to put in with my other stuff yet, from the tree thing,
Yeah.
I just toss that.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as gold hits the ground, the kids just start like wailing on each other, like actually beating each other up. And some
I
of the
toss it
parents
towards
run
the
over.
adults, Travis. Towards the adults.
They're probably going to
Okay.
be worse.
Yeah, it basically you start a melee. Gold and silver flies in the air, and these people just start like running at it and grasping, pulling hair, and there are like men punching each other and women punching
I
men.
make Firefoot go faster.
Okay.
Yeah. So
as-
do you
as we
do
go,
anything? There's like yelling, and old lady gets pushed down, and
I don't see anything.
what do you do?
I just shake my head. I'm like, uncivilized folks.
Okay, so you
You just gave them like a
pass by
year's
the
salary
melee.
in like 5 seconds. Of course
Yeah, but
they're
they
going
could
to
have
be
just split it
uncivilized.
between themselves or used it as a group.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, right. Because if someone...
Okay.
That's not how
I just-
people work, Josh.
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
But it
I'm just
should
pissed.
be how they work.
That's
Yeah.
not. You just
Right?
threw like.
Wishful thinking... Well,
Alright.
to be fair, Nina's probably not that intelligent when it comes to normal social norms. So...
Well, she's
Yeah,
not
so-
wise. She's smart as hell, though.
Caben, so you see all this, I assume you just fly by.
Yeah, I just shake my head. Keep on going.
Okay. Yeah, you see basically a brawl erupt, and you guys just keep going by. No one's gonna mess with your stuff, as heavily armed and armored as you are. But yeah, you walk on with the sounds of crying and screaming behind you. Cool. Awesome. So you guys.
Well, they're nowhere near us now.
Yeah, you guys make it to Haosi after a couple of days, relatively unhindered.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So here's kind of your, I guess your branch. Are you guys continuing on to the kingdom of Ariadnish, or are you stopping in the capital of Cien? I guess did you have anything you wanted to do in Cien, or were you just going?
I would like to stop and see him.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
wow.
I was down with helping Buck out.
Helping Buck become fun again,
Okay,
perhaps.
want to go see Lady Amara?
Someone,
name?
anyone, powerful. Make me not a dude.
I think we're gonna go see Llewellyn first. Get
anything.
the skinny if he knows what's happened.
Yeah. Who was the one that helped us out with Nina's blindness?
Oh,
That would be Lady. I do remember her name. Thinking. Oh god.
Slash scrolling. You can
yeah,
say
slash
you
scrolling.
noted it down. It's okay.
I did note it down, but my character would remember because she's the one that gave me my sight back as well.
yeah, this was a while ago. I'm too lazy to
Yeah.
go through all my pages of notes. Name something
No,
lady.
No, not that one.
Or maybe I should.
I said it the other session. Lady Amara, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I said.
Is it her? Okay.
Yeah, Lady
Yep.
Amara.
It is. Cool.
Okay.
So is that kind of a consensus?
Well, I think like we were going to see Llewellyn or her. So whatever
Okay.
order we do, we were
So
gonna go back.
CN is the consensus.
Yeah, we're going to CN.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to see him.
Good deal. So you guys stay the night in Heosi and head to CN. And Josh, that's fine if you need to step away for 5. So
Yeah, it's okay. I just
Alright.
go on autopilot because I can't get my thing enchanted anymore because I spent too much gold. Lol.
yeah.
Bye, puppy.
Oh, the last puppy.
The last puppy. Oh, I just
Cool.
closed real
So yeah, you guys continue on from Heosi to CN. You let's just do perception checks. Yeah, wow. Everyone except Buck, who's probably pretty preoccupied. You guys notice the ones who are normally men notice that Nina's just kind of humming this song over and over again. It's not anything you guys recognize, but yeah, she just seems to be humming a tune. Maybe you've heard her do this before. She is a singer, so
Okay. Well, yeah, I think nothing of it really.
you don't even notice. So
Okay, I don't even notice. I'm just like, whatever, I'm tone
yeah,
deaf.
cool. So you guys make it to CN. Yeah. So do you want to just head right to High Priestess Amara?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
Durian recommends.
Yeah.
I don't worry about what he recommends. I'm just like,
so-
never mind.
I suggest going to talk to Llewellyn first.
Okay. Does anyone remember what Lady Sudaril had talked to you guys about? Sort of about your next.
She said there's possibly more work we could do for her.
yeah,
And like if we wanted to, we could check in at CN, but we were kind of wanting to go to Ariadne.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So cool. You guys continue on to Llewellyn's, right?
Yes.
yes.
Excellent. Boom. You are at Llewellyn's. And you head in and see the bright beaming face of Llewellyn Desmond. The half-elf positively perks up when he sees you guys and says, Durian, my favorite group of adventurers! So good to see you!
Guess what, Llewellyn? It is officially Sir Durian now.
Sir Durian! And he gives like a curtsy and says,
Now
Sir Durian! Why, you grace us with your presence, my
It's Llewellyn.
honorable sir.
I
And
just
he's like very, very gesturingly bowing at you.
You know I only tell you because I'm sure you would be pleased with the upgrade as much as us.
Oh, of course, of course. Knights tend to make good money, and knights like buying weapons.
Indeed.
Love this guy.
But before we go into our adventures
We
somewhat,
have another sir. Well, not really a sir. sir.
and I like sort of like gesture towards Fawn a bit.
Yeah.
I
So
awkwardly wave.
he looks and he's like, Fonolin, what's with the Adam's apple? Is that new? Are you trying out some... Durian, you learned a new spell, didn't you? A little camouflagey, if you will. Hide in plain sight? I like it. I like it. You didn't change her much, though. Still the same hair color and eye color. Basic structure.
I kind of like
And
look
he's
around
like
and I'm
looking you
like-
up and down, and it seems like he's trying to pick out the differences. Like, shoulders are a little wider, hips are a little narrower. The breasts are gone.
So, Llewellyn,
I had nothing to
Ooh, the voice. Very good, my dear. You're doing an excellent job play acting.
well, I wish I was acting. We had a little mishap.
There's no
I'm-
we here.
Well,
Buck.
I had a mishap. I don't know what happened, but something changed me into a male. It's not a spell. Well, maybe it is. But it's not Durian's. I don't think it's Durian's. And I stare at
He's
him
like-
quizzically, like, is this one of his spells? I don't know.
He's like looking between you guys to see, like, gotcha. And after a beat, he's like, oh, you're serious.
If you want to go to the back room, I can show you.
I believe you. I believe you. Wow, gender swapping. Interesting. What the hell were you doing?
She was being an ass. He was being an ass.
Pardon me.
He at
I
the
was
time,
fighting.
or
We
I
don't.
was.
We
Well,
don't
if-
know
I
what
didn't think it
happened.
was those
If
things.
our leading theory is it was involved with the people you pissed off in a certain boat,
I don't think it was those people. They were
there's
fish.
no other options. They were more
The
than
fire.
fish.
I was touched by
Well,
fire.
Durian, Funland.
Came across some of the merfolk. Could they have done this?
Merfolk?
You know, like
Fish
mermen.
people. Some bullshit. Stupid.
Bullshit.
I have no idea. I've never run into a merfolk before. Fish
Well, they're
people
fish
turned you
people.
into a man.
And they're bullshit. I don't think it was them. I think it was the fire.
The fire.
The fire doesn't turn you into a man. It burns.
How do fish turn me into men then? A man.
'Cause they
Not
were
men.
more than
Not
fish.
multiple men.
Because we already know that they were magical.
Fishmen, how do they work?
Look, Llewellyn. I don't know what
he like holds up his hand and he like walks into his back room, and after 20 seconds you hear some clanking around, some things being shuffled. He comes back with like an armful of glasses and a large thing of wines. Like, I needed a break anyway. Let's go back to my private sitting room.
place. Hey.
Yeah. And he like waves at one of his assistants. He's like, "Watch this. This sounds like a good story." And he motions you into like a private viewing parlor. You guys have been in here before.
Hey. All right.
Yeah. So he, sets down the big thing of wine and starts putting out glasses, gestures to a couch, and takes a seat. And he's like pouring you each wine. It's like, okay, from the top.
I lay down on the couch like he's like my therapist or something, and I kind of start
Okay.
from the beginning.
Awesome.
him-
Durian,
Yeah,
Caven, you
telling
have
him
nowhere to
everything.
sit. You're just awkwardly standing there.
Yeah, I'm like.
And in
spilling-
fact, when he says,
Like my
okay,
life.
start from the beginning, I'm like, huh, and then she like throws herself on the couch, like, well, you see what happened was, and I was like, oh.
Cool. So you go through the entire events?
Yeah, I would kind of give him step by step as.
What do you remember?
Well, we were on a boat, a small boat, and then we were traveling to land, and then some fish lady came up and sang to us, and I summoned an octopus to.
I was
Stop her?
talking to her in the midst of it. She was clearly.
Durian.
I didn't like her. I felt
No.
very uncomfortable by her, so I summoned an octopus, and she didn't like that. And she called up her male fish friends and was like, "Yo, wreck
You
their
said
shit."
They were male.
Did the entire party imagine this? I don't think so.
I just shrugged.
Gender seems to be an important theme here, so I just want to get the details.
Well, yes, there was one female as far as I know, and then the rest were male, and they seemed very unhappy that I summoned an octopus at them, and then I realized I made a mistake, and then we tried to get away, and then there was a battle on a boat, and
They tried
Okay.
to sink us.
yeah, yeah,
Naturally,
Thanks.
fish would be adept at the water. You guys,
yeah.
not so much.
Not me, not so. I panicked. I am not used
They
to the
had
water.
weapons. It wasn't just
did?
fish.
They weren't just like little fish that you eat for dinner. They were
Yes,
people,
merfolk.
but-
We've been through
yeah,
this.
yeah. So then we were, later on fighting on a big boat, and there was some weird scaly
More
thing,
boat?
and then fire, and then
Weird
the next
scaly
morning, yeah, it was a big
At
scaly
this point, Durian's just
reptile
like,
thing. Fawn/buck is very simple.
I know this isn't out of character. This is in character.
So
You're playing it
Yeah,
right. I'm just going.
So
During
yeah,
the-
there was like a big scaly thing, and
Scaly
and
thing,
there was
right?
fire at some point, and then
Yes,
the next morning
fire.
I woke up and I
And you think the fire
Yes.
burned a penis onto your body?
well no, it was I mean fire can be
I guess I
cleansing
didn't
and can-
ask. Was this transformation complete? I'll take you at your word.
I don't know. I don't know what
Oh, have
happened.
you,
I don't.
Buck,
I just
Buck,
don't.
have you taken it for a test drive?
Maybe. You don't know what happens when I'm leading the way. Maybe Caven does, but
You mastered.
Anyway. Glossing over this, guys.
This is a blast. Can't gloss over this. This is gold.
I see. It sounds to me like you are having an identity crisis. You are not accepting of your new position as a man. It's okay.
because I don't.
You know what
want
they say? It is a man's world.
What
Now,
the hell?
No, Llewellyn, no. No. I like shut him down. No. No. I want to be
Oh,
a female
very well.
again. I don't like this.
All right. Give me a second. And he starts saying some words of magic, and motioning his hands in the air, and he opens his eyes, and they glow a faint blue, and he looks at you, and says, I see. Interesting. Can you take your armor off? Just your armor.
Take my armor off.
Okay. Yes. I see. All right. I've got it. I have no idea what to do. You appear to be normally non-magical, except for your various magical things.
So what do I do? Who do I go to now?
A psychologist? A sociologist? Sex therapist? I don't know.
Sex there.
Heyo. Durian
Abel
goes,
always
heyo.
What's
It
up?
functions just fine. I don't need that.
Is
but-
it what?
I see.
Yeah. So
Fawn?
No, it's good.
Fawn? Still? I don't know what to tell you. It's not some kind of ongoing effect that I can just end. This is a bit out of my realm of expertise, I must admit. It could
Oh?
be, some type of powerful curse? Something old and... I don't know, it appears to not be something I can reverse.
well, that's just fantastic. I appreciate you trying. Then I guess.
Yes, I mean, there are more powerful magics than I'm capable of performing, but I haven't heard of a wish spell used in quite such a way, and well, to be honest, my dear, I doubt the gods themselves would intervene. Gives kind of a rueful look up to the sky. I don't know
Well,
what else.
I guess I just keep looking for someone who can maybe help me or something. I don't really have a choice.
So
I'm sorry,
Josh,
my
all that you missed, Josh, was that we went to Llewellyn, and Llewellyn doesn't know anything.
Well, should we try Lady Amara then?
We can.
Yes, Yes, if you can get to see her, she'd be a good one to ask.
Maybe you should work as last time.
Well, I guess, yeah, thank you for your services, and we'll keep searching for someone to change me back.
Of course. I still have that magical lance, if, you know.
I'm
need
working on
something
that.
else.
I'm
Sure.
working on that. I don't have the money for that yet. Yet.
I'm not holding it, so get it while it's there.
I would if I could. I can no longer sell my body to get this lance, so...
Oh, you could still.
You see him open,
Duran's
you
like,
see him
"Oh,
open his mouth and then close it and says, "Yes, of course not." Says, "Well, it's been an entertaining afternoon, gentlemen."
What do we owe you for at least the conversation and your time?
He holds his hand up and says, "I should be paying you for that kind of material. Please, please."
Cool. Well, I say, I'll give you the full tale of what we've been out. We don't have much to show for it, I'm afraid. Right now, anyway. But we're staying at blah 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 inn, and if you close up shop, feel free to join me or us for a drink tonight.
Yeah. So, Durian, are you going to visit your buddy, the innkeeper?
Yes.
Joffrey?
Joffrey.
Alright.
Yeah, I give him that inn, which I'd have to go back in my notes to find it. I have it all written down now.
Yeah,
The
I have it somewhere.
Golden Goose, maybe?
No,
Uh,
Leaping Gazelle?
Leaping Gazelle.
Leaping Gazelle. Joffrey, I'm going to renote that.
Cool. Yep, Leaping Gazelle. There we go. Awesome. Alright, yeah, so you guys, head out of Llewellyn's and go where? Nina, you took in the story.
to cry.
yeah.
Nina
I
was
just-
kind of standing behind everyone blushing most of the time.
I just pat Buck on the shoulder. I'm like, "Come with me. Let's go see if we can see Lady Amara."
Cool. Yeah, so you guys head to the Temple District and get to the large, like, almost cathedral-like temple to Corlan Lorethian, and ask around. And one of the acolytes there says, I'm sorry, Lady Mara isn't here right now. Did you have something urgent you needed? We have other priests available."
Yes, but when will she be back?
He shrugs and says, I don't know. She was tending to the sick around the country. I am not entirely certain when she'll be back.
You have someone
Buck's
with
eyes
high experience?
Experience with
It's-
getting high.
Yeah. The acolyte
That
puts
too.
his hand on your shoulder and says, "There's an excellent free rehab program in the in one of the poorer districts. We'd
Wait.
be
What's the matter,
Can I get
priest?
the
You don't want to
address?
get high?
I just shake my head. I think my friend meant with experience with very unique situations.
Well, both.
We don't have any uniquely talented druggy priests. No.
I just like look at the two of them that's making this like entirely worse. I just like shake my head. I'm like,
I haven't said anything.
Would you like to speak to the deputy high priest?
yes, please.
Okay. And who may I ask is requesting his attention?
Sir Durian Burr and his company.
I see, Sir Durian. I will refer you immediately.
I actually like point to Buck, by the way. Sure, this entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd step forward and made the appropriate at this point. So
Yeah.
even if she points to Buck, I'm still making
Cool.
that.
Yeah. So you guys are waiting for a couple minutes, and kind of an older male priest comes walking out. He's kind of dressed in very nice blue robes, some kind of silver like thread work and a silver pin of Corlan Lorethian's symbol on his left breast, and he comes up to you and says, "Sir Durian Burr, I presume."
And I give a pretty honest bow, and I say,
Okay.
"Forgive me for that. My friends here, they're not the best with words or explaining their problem, but my friend here,
Yes, I'm surprised you would let your vassal speak for you.
they're more companions than vassals. They have their own nobility in their own ways, but it is no matter.
high
We've
praise.
recently been on some work for the Council of Cian, and in the course of it came across an interesting and rather private problem for my friend here, Fawn, and I guide Fawn forward. And I hope you would take a moment to consult with her. She perhaps would like to do so in private.
You see his eyes kind of go up at her and like look Buck up and down and says, okay.
We've had some interesting encounters recently.
You do understand that as the deputy high priest, I have many tasks to be doing about perhaps a donation to the church would be appropriate for our time.
Of course.
Lord Durian.
I will arrange for a gift while you consult. And then I there's another priest around, right?
Yeah. There's acolytes and people around. Yeah, you walk off to someone else.
And then I start walking off, and I turn back, and I'm like, "Don't be deceived. We've had encounters with the otherworldly and the magical of late, so keep an
I see.
open mind, please." And I bow and I go
All right.
talk with the priest.
Keep an open mind.
Yes, Fawn, why don't you come with me?
Absolutely. And I follow him.
Yeah.
We can-
He leads you back to kind of a office/sitting room, sits you down and says, well, Fawn,
You can call me Buck. If you prefer.
he just raises an eyebrow and says, I am Deputy High Priest Tumek. What exactly can I do for you? You don't seem to be gravely ill.
What was his name?
Tumek.
Too mad.
Oh, okay.
Deputy High Priest Tumek. So, well, as you could tell, my friends call me Fawn.
They do.
Since, well, yes, they.
That
referred-
was a statement, not a question.
Oh, I thought it was a question. Sorry. Well, I was born as a female, and I am now somewhat obviously not. Oh, Travis died.
Oop.
Travis didn't want to hear my.
Shit.
He's back.
No, he's back. He's back.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry.
Travis doesn't want to hear
Sorry,
me.
I was clicking
The
around.
priest goes
It went
running
wrong.
out of the room at this
He's like,
statement.
"Fuck."
It's Satan!
So, as you're speaking, the priest just collapses dead in front of you. Brain aneurysm. You are now alone in the room with the body of a priest. What do you do?
Oh god.
I run out and I'm like, help! I don't know what
Nice.
happened.
It's
Did he
fine.
really
No,
die?
he,
I
he
run
comes
away.
to.
Good. Always a good. He comes to.
Yeah. No. You're fine.
He's fine.
You're sitting there explaining.
Magic. So,
I'm gonna do that next time I cut out. Like the person
Nice.
you're talking to is just gonna.
they just died.
brain aneurysm.
We're talking to Llewellyn, no!
That's why it's one of the
No,
3
no.
scariest things in the world. It can happen at any time.
Old
So-
age, brain has magic.
So yeah, I was born a female, and now I'm very obviously not, and, well, I'd like to change that back. I didn't choose to change it in the first place. I don't really know what caused it to happen. Some sort of magic, from a foe, and here I am, trying to get changed back, and that's why we've come to you.
Alright, he just kind of nods through all this and says, I see. And one moment, and he walks over to his desk and, opens a drawer, and you hear, you see him pull out a box, and you hear a click, and he opens it, and brings out a small file of something, and takes like a spin top off, and says, exhale as deeply as you can, and then inhale slowly with this right under your nose. And he passes it to you.
I do exactly as he tells me to, and hope it doesn't kill me.
Okay. Yeah, so you inhale, and it stinks. It's kind of like paint thinner almost,
Oh, no.
but a little more acrid than that. And he like looks at you, and you see he's actually moved his hands under the file, like expecting you to drop it almost. And he looks at you and says, "You're not coughing. Interesting. I apologize. This is usually a good way to spot drug abuse." And he like goes back to his desk and like puts it in his box and like puts it back in the drawer and says,
I give him that "I'm going to kill you" smirk.
"Yeah." He looks at you and says, "I'm not quite sure what to make of all this. You sound
Oh, yes,
fruitful,
yes.
but it seems this wasn't a drug-induced hallucination. Interesting. You haven't
I stand
been...
up and start to undo my belt. Do you want to
Well,
see if this is a
hey.
hallucination? Because I can show you it's not.
No, I believe that you're a male. It's the
Okay,
having
I'm not supposed
previously
to
been
be.
female part. Yes. You appear to be quite adamant about that.
Well, yes. I stare daggers at him.
Yeah, so let me... Says, well, I can try a spell on you that might help, but I can't
Fantastic.
give any guarantees. It may be quite costly.
Oh, Lord, how much?
He consults his brain for a bit.
Brain, how much does this cost?
Here we go. And we should go by spell level. Oh my god.
I'm never going to be able to afford my sky dart, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
My lance thing, whatever.
The Skylance.
Okay.
Skylance.
He looks. Yeah, he looks at you and says, well, I can try a restoration spell on you. I can't guarantee that'll do the trick, though. And that will run about 300 gold.
What does restoration do?
Generally speaking, it restores the body to its previous state, usually helping dispel negative effects and help
I'd say
creatures
this is
who've been
pretty
drained
negative.
by the undead to restore
That's
them to full strength.
Well,
As I said, I'm not certain this will do it, but it's the best I can offer.
it is worth a try. Do I pay you now? Can you do it today,
That
tomorrow?
would be my preference. Yes, I can do this immediately.
I pull out my coin purse and start to gather 300 gold for him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he watches you count out some gold and says, very well, my dear. Here goes nothing. And he starts, moving his hands and saying an almost like lyrical prayer of magic words. And he reaches out with a hand glowing almost like a bright blue and touches you. And for a moment, you feel like your chest pop out and your armor get a little tight in the chest, a little loose in the shoulders. Your hips seem to whine a little bit, and then they go back, and you appear to be Buck still.
Oh,
You see him
almost
like
worked.
step back at this and like, you weren't kidding.
You almost feel the penis go away, but it comes back.
It starts to shrivel up. And then
Rapid shrinkage of the micropenis, and then it reverses.
Ow! Ting!
Ah! Whoa! Whoa!
That did get weird.
It's cold in the pool.
Cold pool
Okay,
into
yeah.
boiling cauldron.
So he like steps back a bit and almost like goes behind his desk a little as you like
fix
revert
it.
back.
It hurts.
It hurts. Does anything hurt? What's
Being
hurt?
a man hurts. Hurts my soul.
Ah, well, interesting. I apologize, my dear, but it appears what I am capable of is simply not enough. You need a more powerful spell to change you back, apparently.
Like what?
I don't know, greater restoration spell might do it.
I hate my life.
He looks like flabbergasted. He counts out and like, here, take half your gold back. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do more, he says as he's like trying to casually sweep his half of the gold into a desk drawer.
Don't mind me. Well,
So you get 150 gold back.
yep.
I'm not sure if even the High Priestess would be able to help you.
Of course. Well, I guess it's time for me to go. I'm gonna go cry in my room now.
Right.
Thank you.
There are many powerful priests to the north. The theocracy of Ariadne is renowned for their religious leaders. If you could speak with one of them,
Alright, well,
not sure who there would be powerful enough to help you, other than, well, I doubt you're going to get an audience with his Resplendence himself. But
nope, you can. What's his name? His Resplendent too?
he like looks at you for a second, says the leader of the
Yeah, what's his name?
theocracy.
Allison doesn't remember.
The Archimandrite. I know a new one was chosen a couple of months ago. Zane, I think his name is.
Good point. I'll go,
Yes,
Well,
I'm
we're heading
sorry.
that
We've
way.
been busy administering to the newly begotten poor in our country. I haven't heard word recently.
well, yeah, we're gonna head out that way, and maybe we can send you back word. Might cost you a little
I
bit, though,
would-
but
I would be fascinated to hear what happens.
perhaps you can give us a donation to make sure that word comes back to you. I smirk.
He like looks at you for a second, and says, "Good
I'm
day."
kidding! Ah!
Of course.
Just kidding.
Good day, my dear.
I appreciate your help. And then I leave. yeah.
And then you close the door and like, fuck you, you didn't help me at all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, fuck, damn it.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so Durian, while all that was happening, what kind of donation were you making?
I go over to an acolyte or something and say, yeah, I've just gotten audience with the deputy priest.
Oh,
I-
Deputy High Priest Tumac, yes.
Yes, I would like to make a gift in thanks to the temple.
Of course. It was Sir Durian, correct? Yes, the patronage of our lords and our noble knights is always very important to supporting the temple. Whatever you feel you could give. And he like looks at your fancy armor and your fancy sword and your fancy hat. Would be appreciated.
Yeah. I'm afraid of that.
That's
Yeah.
great. Rich guy wants to do a temple.
Tell you what, tell you what, my lord.
No,
I-
how dare you interrupt us, Ninalia?
Nina Alia.
And then I stare at her and I look back
I
and
apologize. I didn't realize you were a lord.
I
Are
say,
you
I'm,
a lord?
he was.
Yeah.
No, she's just a bit of a kiss up, and I'm just a lowly knight. Listen, I'd like.
Lowly, not at all, sir. Your patronage is much appreciated.
Can I have somewhere that I can pray in private, and I will leave a gift as appropriate?
Of course, please.
Thank you.
This statue here in this alcove would be nice, and he like leads you over, and yeah, got sort of a private area. There's some candles you can light if you wish.
I reach over and light one candle, and I'm just like, son of a bitch. And then I'm trying not to metagame this because of how much I heard the spell was. Durian,
You have no idea what's going on in there. So.
I know. I'm just trying to like. I'm sitting here like. Somebody behind me looks like I'm praying, but I'm like going like this.
Calculating.
Like, and I'm not going to make a decision until Fawn gets out and everyone comes to get me. So I'm just in the alcove. So.
Okay, yeah. Eventually, Fawn comes back out, and it looks like
Still a
Buck
dude?
is still among you. You can kind of see like the hallway he comes back out of. What do you do, Durian?
How much is platinum again?
It's 10 gold.
10 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I pull out 200 gold and I leave it at the altar.
Nice. Okay.
And then I also
And then you
pull
take
out.
back 100.
I also pull out.
you may exchange.
I also
Can I
pull
get
out.
silver for this, please?
I also pull out Amareth's bracer that I've kept all this time.
I think you've actually been wearing it.
Yeah, so I roll up my sleeve. It's not really like attached like where a bracer would be effective, but it's been on my arm, and I take it off and I put it on there too.
Okay.
And I like look up, I look down, and I'm like, and then I just look at the statue that I'm at, and I was like, I hope this is worth it. And I do a little bow and walk away.
Okay. So yeah, you're take the bracer off and leave it behind. And yeah, the deputy high priest didn't come out with you, Nina. So or Fawn, excuse me. So so you
whatever.
guys meet back up, and it's still 3 dudes and a lady in this party.
Yeah. So just really quick, I don't know. I'm assuming Fawn
that like a
catches
movie
us
or
up on what happened.
Didn't work.
You tell us the story though, I guess.
No.
No.
I go cry in my room.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
By the way, when we leave, I give Durian.
Is it a man cry?
No, it's like
It's just dry heaving sobs.
messy sobbing, like I just want to be a girl
You've
again.
never heard a good man cry, have you?
Perhaps not.
Okay.
Your mascara doesn't
Three
run.
more opals.
What's? I'm sorry. What?
I
Josh?
give Durian 3 more opals. I was just gonna pay with this because it was from the recent battle.
True. We should ask
Uh,
Luan about these. Are these like inherently magical, or are they just opals?
I think they're just opals. Gems are often used in various spells. I have all these onyxes from, I don't know, I think Venric.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Fenric.
Yeah.
that's right.
Him
That
and his
guy.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, and Durian, you would know enough that like dumping a bunch of onyx in the temple would be like, hey, I'm a necromancer.
Yeah. Dumping any sort of mass gem anywhere is
Yeah.
just not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like-
it's 3 opals. It's different.
Cool.
Still.
So
Okay, so now I have 4 opals.
Uh-huh.
I nod to Nina. I say, "This better get better soon."
Well, you can look on the silver lining. Things can only go up.
Buck, did you? We
I
said
didn't
that
do
right-
that.
Calm down.
We said that right before.
guys. With that, we will take our next break.
Good cut. By the
I
way,
didn't mean
Buck,
like
did
that.
you share with us what the priest said or no?
No.
No, I just cry.
Okay.
I literally went back to my room and cried because I was so
Give us a
upset.
good man cry.
And then maybe
awesome.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
You
Alright,
I
guys.
feel like it.
We're gonna take a quick break. Once disclaimer, the stream might go down a little bit. Having some internet issues. I might want to restart my router. But other than that, we should be good to be back in about 5-7 minutes. So see you guys then.